Hello, Devils. J-Dog back for another goddamn video. And today's video, we're going to be going over comments, questions, concerns over. Didn't proofread shit at all. I just figured out which video I was on next in line that I haven't done any questions on. And this one is 2 weeks ago, so that's how fucking many videos I'm behind. Uh-oh, this ought to be a good one. 2,000 views on this fucking one. We got an offended Slipknot poser and a Van Halen fan with pink panties. Oh yeah, I was looking forward to getting this one. Yeah, 2,000 fucking views. So kicking ass over here. We know anything over 1,000 is kicking ass. The 600s is pretty much like the norm. Any average video gets in the 600s. From what I'm noticing, we got to break that trend, Devils. We got to get it to where every fucking video is with 1,000 views within 24 hours. That's what I'm. And it's got 192 comments. So whew, this might be 2, maybe even 3 fucking videos. But we'll just dig for questions only. Goddamn, unless there's something really funny in here to say based off the title of this one. There's some of the responses. Might have some serious pink panties going on, so might have to read those too. First one in line, Joe Dinkins, goddammit. Why do people get offended when the reality is that everyone is a poser compared to King Fowley? He has his legions of fans, yeah, that's for sure. Like I said, I did not proof a goddamn thing on this. Wanted to go in raw, plus I wanted to get a video just cranked out here real quick, just to kind of like a one-off for today. Make sure I got plenty in the archives. Keep them for you every goddamn day. Carpenter Corpse, goddammit. Thanks for the video, brah. Do you think there is any hope left for a Slipknot / Korn fan? I mean, can their brain cells be restored from being so shrunken? I kind of almost feel sympathy towards these people. Just what if they were introduced to real metal instead of that shit that causes retardation? Oh well, guess we'll never know. So I think there's hope. What did I say? The only thing I give those bands credit, like I said, the Slipknot, the Korns, and shit like that. It's funny because the one guy, I think it was presumably on this video, me responding to him, the offended Slipknot guy. It's like, dude, literally, like everyone knows, like Slipknot was in the category of literally Korn and Limp Bizkit. And if you don't think that's rapping homeboy, fucking ghetto as hell, fucking side words, caps, yo, 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 yo. If you don't think it's that, like I don't know, then yeah, you are fucking. There is no hope for you. You have no brain cells. However, those bands, what I'm saying, the only thing that's their only perk is that could be a gateway for them getting other stuff because especially that time frame when those bands were who the equivalent of today's is the 2022 Slipknot. I have no idea. That's why I keep using that band and Pantera and all those bands. I use them as a gauge because that's just what I knew as a teenager because I saw other teenagers wearing them. I thought they were metal. As far as what the teenagers think is metal now, it's not. I have no fucking clue. I couldn't tell you. I'm out of the loop. 37-year-old J-Dog don't really give a shit. So, anyways, but the only thing is it could be a gateway to get them in other stuff. And I don't think that their lost brain cells are fucking whatever he said. Fucking Carpenter was Carpenter Corpse. Like, God damn, I lost my fucking place. Yeah, Carpenter Corpse. I think it is when they come in over like to a death metal channel like myself, and they're just appalled. They can't figure it out. Like, what do you mean? Like, I don't understand why you're ripping on these bands. But if they get into stuff and they're listening, all of a sudden, Beast of Warlost and Destroyer 666, it got them into that, and they still like the trendy stuff too, the Panteras and something else. That's fine, but they would at least should have the intelligence to be like, oh, I get why he doesn't like it. I get why he's ripping it. It's what I heard first, so I like it. Then I think that's fucking respectable. When you come over here and you're clueless as to why you're ripping on it, then yeah, you're just not in the scene as far as I'm concerned. Oh, we got a motherfucking book. Woo, 2 books from this guy. I'm gonna have to skip over it. It's a longie. That's from K. Wantoon. Skip over. Didn't see any question marks in there. See the word homeboy and posers and Slipknot thrown around there, so he's on the same goddamn page, presumably. Too much to read, especially with 192 goddamn comments. Poser Metal Records, that's a fucking user ID. The posers are ruining metal for the rest of us. I can no longer enjoy bands like Forest of Impaled or Impiety due to these people. Alas, metal is now a barren wasteland. I don't agree with that, man, because at the end of the day, who gives a fuck what other people listen to? And specifically Force of Impaled or Impiety. How did the posers ultra ruin those bands? I don't really get it. I mean, I don't really follow a lot of the later Impiety stuff. It's all pretty decent. I kind of lost touch. Like the one that Hells was affiliated with on this last one, I thought, yeah, it's pretty solid stuff. They asked to work with us, and I'm like, Piety's solid, kind of like metal legend, kind of. I don't know if they earned legendary status yet, but nonetheless, the first 2 albums, the Assholes Hero, I Ween, and especially Skull Fucking Armageddon, those are some of my favorite black metal albums of all time. So working with them was cool. But I mean, posers ultra ruining them. I don't get that. Force of Impaled. I mean, It's funny you mentioned them because I just know the two albums by them with the Demon Void and drawing a blank of what the other one's called. What else do they even have? And I mean, nobody even brings up posers or real metal fans. They don't even bring them up. So why would they ruin them? Unless there's something I don't know. Unless they came back, Force of Impaled, and they got a third or fourth album that I'm unaware of, and they look like guys in the Covenant or something, absolutely fucking ridiculous. Then I get what you're coming from. But if there's, from what I know, I don't get why you're bringing those bands up and how posers is ruin them. I'm confused on that. uh, DJ Sodomizer Rebellion just announced that they fully own the rights to their back catalog. Any chance to work with them on a possible picture disc releases? Hopefully, that'd be nice, especially Burn the Promised Land. That was the main thing I liked. Annihilation was good too, but it's nowhere near as good. It's good. I own it. I like it. But I mean, Burn the Promised Land was just. I think Burn the Promised Land is actually better than a lot of even the Christian albums. I'm not going to say I like it better than Conquers of Armageddon or like Apocalypse Revelations, but I like it even better than a lot of Christians. That was a fucking total banger. The only downside to working with him on that is it seemed like more, I could be wrong on this because we didn't do it, but it seemed like, for example, if like Abhorrence, the Evoking the Abominations, if that album came on vinyl, it seemed like that would sell better than the Rebellion. Almost like the Rebellion's kind of like obscure and lost, like no one really follows. Maybe just one other reason might be because Hammerheart Records did reissue it on vinyl not too long ago, so maybe yes, the demand has been supplied. So that'd be the only thing I'd be a little skeptical on because it's kind of like an obscure band as is, and it has been somewhat recently reissued. But I'd still be into it because, like I said, it's one of my faves for sure, especially Brazilian metal, death metal. Definitely one of my favorites. That is, yeah, for sure. Burn the Promised Land. I give that a fucking 10. That's one of the greats. Daniel Morales. That Grim Reality T-shirt is fucking sick. I'm hella jealous, dude. Don't need to be jealous, brah. We got some in trade from Hell's, and we should definitely have some left. Go over to Hell's website and go get one. It is a fucking banger. Always love that cover art. That EP is fucking great. And as you guys all know, I'm a big Macabre fan. So yeah, go over to Hell's and get one, brah. No need to be jealous. Got you covered. Aussie Wastelands. J Dog, when you do your next run of hats ever, thought of doing a run of Slipknot jumpsuits? Exactly. You know, at least one of your viewers will buy one. That is exactly, yeah. Jumpsuits, sidewards caps, baggy pants, those big skater jeans with the fucking big chains and stuff. That's what they wear. And then they come over here and look at like, yeah, it's the same as Deicide, Mortician, Incantation, and Piety. Like I said, like what? Like how are you even equating the two? It doesn't even. It's again, I don't even like 37-year-old J Dog. It's not that there's elitist or this cavalt or you're not welcome. I'm just confused how you can equate the two. It's more. It's just more so the level of, I hate to say it, but just kind of stupidity. Like how you that blind? Like it's not the same thing. If you like both, cool. I don't care. It's just to not understand that there's a difference. It's just that blows my fucking mind. Ooh, got another fucking book here. Love the Macabre shirt from Joe Amputator. Got you covered, Brabant. Go on over the hills. Manly Man, Virgo Larga. Agree with Motorhead, Maiden, Priest, accept Metallica, etc. Love them, but it's commercial music. 100% commercial, 1,000% commercial music. Those guys crack me up too when they think they're like, it's usually the older guys in a sense, not the delusional older guys too, not because they're older, they think this, but I mean the ones that are kind of delusional, that just think that's like the king of the jungle and fucking the heavy shit and the underground shit. It's like, dude, like literally everybody listens to those fucking bands now. Like people outside of metal that'll claim I don't like metal music or whatever. They're like, I don't like heavy metal. Yeah, I don't. I like everything. And you ask them, like, except heavy metal. You know, like the headbanging stuff. Oh yeah. So you don't like bands like Motorhead, Metallica? Oh yeah, I like them. Yeah, that stuff was nice. Even them, they like it. I mean, it's just even my fucking grandma likes it. Like that don't even, yeah, completely commercial music. Just hanging out with fucking literally Britney Spears, Taylor Swift, and all that. It just is. Again, I still like those bands, but it, it just is. Sit next to them right in Walmart to be purchased. Joe Deacon's asking, do you know what gatekeeping is? Is gatekeeping just knowing the differences between metal and various forms of rock and alternative music? I don't know what it is because I can make a strong assumption based on what you're saying. Is kind of like what the Vault guys do with black metal, like the Get Out of Our Scene, or maybe with the Lords of Chaos type of thing. And people may be accusing me that. Is that what you're saying? Gatekeeping, like I'm like I hold the keys, like I got to be the one to approve you in. And if that's the case, no, I don't. I don't do that. I never thought that. That's not my mindset. I don't think I make the rules. It's just some of this is just common fucking sense. If you listen to Slipknot and Limp Bizkit and shit, it's not the same as fucking Incantation Mortician or Macabre or Dismember. It's just, I mean, it's just to me, it's just common fucking sense. That's not gatekeeping. I know you know that, Joe, but I think that's what your question is. You asked me if I know what gatekeeping is. The answer is no, haven't heard that. Assuming what you're talking about, and if people are calling me that in the comments, which is very possible, because I saw elitist throughout there once or twice. It's got nothing to do with that, man. It's just common fucking sense. Uh, Gorehound, Slipknot are my favorite band. Uh oh, but I find it funny you hating on it and seeing people be offended. Again, I'm not per se hating on them. Yes, it's not my stuff at all. I just thought the fan base was super annoying. And yeah, just again, just being ignorant coming in. But it sounds like you know the difference. People are acting like you're a metal dictator. Oh, shit, everything I already called. I guess I didn't prove this shit at all. If I disagree with you, I just laugh. It's all fun and games at the end of the day. I 100% agree. Like I said, growing up, and even to this day, Down of the Dead, Jim Kanye, fucking King Foley, a few other guys too. Bust my balls. Dwayne Morris would always say how shitty Deicide is, even though it's like pretty much my favorite band. I mean, next to Cannibal Corpse and Merciful Fate, that's Carcass, Mortician. I mean, yeah, Deicide's like it's one of in that group. Yeah, Dwayne would be like, yeah, that even like doesn't even like the first album. Thought they were just total dog shit. Well, all right, well, whatever. I didn't care. I just thought it was okay. Where the fuck did I leave off? God damn it. We agree on a lot and disagree on a lot, but it's always fun hearing your opinion. Thanks for that, brah brah. Bog of Eternal Stench. Jado, a question. Dude, what if you got a Instagram? What if you got a Instagram for training content? You could kill it doing brief 1 minute workout clips with explanations. That would be brutal. I bet it could get a huge following too. Hail and kill. Really, you think so? Because I don't have Instagram, and the only little bit I think Lindsay has an Instagram. I'm almost positive she does, but I don't know how often she goes on or whatever. But she only set it up like a year or two ago. The little I know about it, it's like I always thought Instagram was just super stupid because correct me if I'm wrong, because I've never even gone on it. I think it's like, yeah, like you said, 1 minute videos are very, very short videos. And don't they only ask for last for like one day and then it expires? It's not like YouTube. You can go back 5 years later and watch it. To me, I'm just like, that was a waste of a fucking video. What the fuck? I took time to record this. And another thing is, too, is you think it would blow up. Like, why do you think that? Because, like, as you know, I've done, I answer training questions and shit like that and, diet and stuff like that on this channel when it gets brought up. Or if something's on my mind, I'll bring it up. But it by far gets the least amount of views. So I figured just my name and just my affiliation with anything would be mostly the metal scene coming over and following me. So I don't know. Yeah, I mean, if there's something that I don't, I'm not against it. That's for sure. I just feel like people wouldn't watch as much, but you seem to think otherwise. And if you know something I don't, I'm all for fucking learning, brah. Iron Force Baskin Robbins 31 flavors. Whatever it is. I don't remember the exact, but that was the slogan. Multiple flavors. I don't even know, is Baskin Robbins even still around? I haven't seen one forever. They used to be like here, especially when I lived in Medina and stuff, there was a couple of them I remember popular as kids, but I haven't seen one in forever. James Yam, what the fuck? Yay Mayan. What's up, J-Dog? Don't know if you've been asked this already. I got to catch up. But anyways, what do you think's better, Florida death metal or Swedish? Whew. I don't think anyone's better. Um, if I had a pick, I'd probably just go with Florida, and that's assuming you could throw in bands like Deicide and Cannibal Corpse because they weren't initially from Florida. But the only reason why I'd say Florida from that then is because they're my favorite, like two of my favorite bands are from Florida, quote unquote Florida. Would be Deicide and Cannibal Corpse. Those are my top like 5 favorite bands. So I would say just then for that, and then obviously there's tons of other bands from Florida I like. Fucking Love and Creation, Monstrosity, Death, Massacre. I mean shitloads. You know what I mean? So, but then there's a shit. But I wouldn't say that makes it better. Just since my two favorites are in there, um, I would probably just go with that. But Sweden, I mean, what the fuck? I mean, Dismember, Carnage, Entombed, Grave, Unleashed. I'm a huge fan of that Grotesque and the Embrace of Evil demo. I don't know if you call it demos or because I've actually searched out the Grotesque demos and rehearsals. Always wanted them. I was always because you look on Metal Archives and shit, you see those demos and rehearsals. Like, man, fuck, why haven't these ever come out or whatever? And a lot of the songs are unreleased. They're not even on in the Embrace of Evil. I was able to track a couple of them down, get them on a CDR, demos rehearsal, then you listen to it. Oh, now I see why these haven't come out. Complete fucking ass, unlistenable fucking recording. So I was always bummed about that. So, yeah. But I know, I mean, so, fuck, but if you add it up, maybe there's more bands from Sweden as a whole. There probably is, especially if you count black metal and shit like that. When you start going to the Bathories, the Mardukes, Dark Funerals, shit like that, as a whole, there's probably more bands from Sweden that I like than Florida. Ricky Jones, J Dog, do you like when bands have theatrics and put on a show or back to basics and minimum? I like the theatrics, yeah, as long as it's not like something like silly and stupid. And come to think of it, I can't think of who ever did anything silly and stupid. I mean, seeing King Diamond live, that was fucking great. Ghoul live was fucking great. The Lurking Corpses, them dressing up and being fun and just having energy, that was awesome. I don't know if I call that theatrics, but more than just a guy standing there in blue jeans and fucking shit. Some of these guys don't even headbang. Um, I'll say this, and I won't throw names because I know somebody's pussy will be up in a fucking knot. I just went to metal show 2-3 weeks ago. You can use your imagination which one it was. It was the most recent show I talked about. One of the opening bands, and I won't mention who it is, but it's a newer like death metal band. I'm listening, it's okay, but just like completely pointless to fucking play live. I'm like, this is boring as fuck. 3 guys just standing there, barely any headbanging, nothing, just nothing, just brand new band, just guys standing there in blue jeans with I guess a band shirt on too, if I remember correctly, and just stand there playing. I'm like, dude, I'm not at your rehearsal spot. I'm not here to let you practice. Like it says live show, shows in the description. Put on a fucking show, do something. I'm fucking bored. So, but I mean, yeah, you gotta at least have some type of fucking stage presence or energy because back to the basics, I think Cannibal Corpse live is fucking entertaining as fuck. But they just have this fucking raw energy and quite frankly, no one's headbanging like fucking Corpse Grinder, right? So I like both, but if I had to pick one or the other, an actual show, it doesn't have to be total all out King Diamond. I prefer. We'll make this the last one too, guys. I'll find one. Well, maybe I'll do a second one because I can answer this real quick. Shelby Sims sounds like he's a little bit out of the loop. Hey, what's up, J Dog? Any chance HCR would be do a press of Rotting Crushed? Hails, brother. It's in the works, brah, brah, brah. Rotting Crushed on vinyl coming out on Hell's Headbangers. Keith, the drummer, is supposed to be doing the layout. Theoretically, he should be close to done by now. Keith, watching my videos. Let me know if you're almost done, Keith. But yeah, we've got the privilege to do it. He contacted me from this channel, which I thought was awesome because I show my Rotting CD, just like as a recommended death metal title nobody talks about. He saw that, thought it was cool. Contacted me and he asked if we do it. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'd like to do it. Hell's bells, yeah, I would. Pick one more goddamn fuck question. Joe Dinkins, opinions don't have definitive and factual answers, so why get offended? That's what I say about everything in life, man, dude. That's why I don't understand like people that get all upset over stupid ass fucking politics, stupid ass fucking religion, and all this other stuff. Is because at the end of the day, it's an opinion. It's like, so I disagree with you on something, so now you don't like me, and that's kind of like the norm nowadays. I mean, I know people personally and that are like that, and I'm just like, yeah, dude, yeah, I'll never have you over my house. That's for goddamn sure. I already see where your head's at. Things like that. It's like, 'cause I don't want to be around near you. Like, if that's just your mindset, like you disagree with me on something, I don't like you. Like, well, then honestly, dude, if that's your mindset, I don't like you. Because yeah, you're allowed to fucking disagree. Now, there's a point of being where there's just you have absolutely nothing in common. There's no like-mindedness whatsoever. To where it's like I can't. There's no reason to associate with this person just because there's just literally nothing to talk about. There's plenty of that for people that I've met too. but not like I'm getting mad because somebody likes something I don't or disagrees on top of it. That's just fucking stupid. I've never understood that. I've never thought like that, was like that. Um, for anything, stuff I'm passionate about, not passionate about. I just don't get it. So 100% agree. But yeah, that seems to be the norm of today, especially with social media and everybody is able to voice their opinion. That's why I think it's probably worse. They feel like all of a sudden they're important, which they're not. They feel like they are. Their opinion is something. So I think that maybe gone to their head a little bit too much. That when they get these followers and shit, see people kind of agreeing with them, and then when somebody disagrees with them, they almost kind of like strike to their ego. That's the only thing I kind of think of because it seems like it's way more prevalent nowadays to people getting offended over shit than like say 20 years ago, even as far as over opinions and stuff. So yeah, that's it for this one, Devils. You know what to do. Comments, questions, concerns, leave them in the goddamn fucking comments, and I will get them answered bright and fucking early. And I'll see you tomorrow. Later.